Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypt Aquatics. Now in today's video we're going to be doing an update on our 5.6 litre sealed planted scape that we have in this jar. So I'll have a link to the type of jar I'm using in the description down below. I'm fairly sure it's under $10 for what I got for this. So in this tank, for anyone who hasn't watched the making of it, the base layer is aqua soil and then we have river sand at the top. So the main section is all made out of dragonstone. We have some dragonstone pieces with different plants attached to it throughout the whole scape. We have had the same little fish swimming around in here this entire time, and I have not fed it. So we have the small baby rice fish in here, and the other inhabitants. Originally I added Bloody Mary shrimp, but they didn't seem to be happy with not having oxygen, so I went for a local shrimp instead. So I'll have the exact name for it on the screen right now. It's an Australian type of like a ghost shrimp that's in here. I put a fair few in here and they're all still in here, but spotting them is not the easy part. So these type of shrimp are nocturnal. You can see one all the way, and you can't see all the one. You can see it sort of at the back there. So there's a couple that are yellow, there's a couple that are more on the blue side. They're not the same type as Neocaridina or Caridina, they're something completely different. And yeah, that's the type of things we have in here. An update on all the plants. So I ended up adding some other things to the scape as well. So we have different crypts spread out. We have a little bit of pearlweed on the side here too. And this has a small little light on it. It's just a little lamp that I have on the top. I can take the lid off this thing. You can see down below. So there's a couple of floating things that I'm gonna have to pull out now, as I haven't done maintenance on this in a while. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I just scooped out all the top stuff. Now I'm gonna do a water change on this. So I did a water change about a month in, and I haven't done anything to it since other than adding some plants. So let's do a quick water change and I'll be back. Now when doing a water change in something like this, I don't want to take too much from the ecosystem, so I'm going to be a bit careful. And make sure, because you can see very quickly the water drains. And we'll stop right there. Because it's thriving as it is right now, and I don't want to mess with it, so I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'm just going to add the water back that I took, kind of just slowly. I wanted to use an airline hose for this, but airline hose wasn't working. Can add a bit more water than that, but yeah. Now as for how everything looks in here, there you go, you can see some of the shrimp. They're starting to come out. So I caught these in the wild, and I wouldn't add them to my Neocaridina tanks because they could have diseases, so I'm gonna be careful. There's a couple out, probably because I just did a water change. There you go, so there's looks like there's none, now we can see 3, so you get the message of how these guys work. Now the back section has this piece of Anubias that has grown 1 leaf in 2 months. It doesn't get crazy amount of light this thing, so I'm not expecting anything crazy. There's a bit of Winterlove down there, Winterlove Java Fern. Got a bunch of Subwassertang at the back. That has definitely grown. And we got some more shrimp down here. So you can kind of see them. They blend in with the sand really well. Now, this whole back section, this rock crevice, tends to be full of shrimp. I don't see any in there, but there's a couple large ones in here that are probably in that section. Now with these kind of things, I highly recommend just making it as simple as possible. So different plants that we have, there's more Winterlove right there. There's different types of, I'm assuming this is Wendy Brown Crypt. You buy them as green at the pet store, so that's what I bought, and then they tend to go brown for me, so I'm assuming that's Wendy Brown. There's this, which is Boost. There's some Narrowleaf Java Fern. I might add a little bit more of that. I added a bit of Blxya in this corner. You can see the leaves poking out. But yeah, just making things like this very simple, I'd highly recommend. Now I have another video of a larger size jar of this hopefully going to come out in the next coming months. I don't have anywhere to set that jar up, so I haven't been able to do it. I've had it sitting on the shelf for ages. So it's the next size up from this one, which I think is 9 liters instead of 5.6, so it's pretty large as opposed to this. And I'm hoping that we can keep some Neocaridina in that one instead. I'm going to try to go for red cherries. But yeah, so if you guys have any other suggestions for stuff like this, feel free to let me know. I hope you guys enjoy these kind of update videos. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update of the Scape I have, and I hope you get some inspiration and make one for yourselves. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.